I'm wearing this hat because it's a Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary hat. I'm totally not wearing it to cover up my completely uncontrollable quarantine hair. Not at all. Hi, I'm Andre, and yes, we got the official news that Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, Part 2 is happening. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will be coming out to theaters on April 8th, 2022. I really hope that we got all our stuff together to be able to go see this movie in theaters in 2022. So of course I'm excited about this movie. I really enjoyed very much the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Was very surprised at how much I liked it. So I definitely wanted to see a sequel, and especially after seeing the after credit scenes of the first movie. After that I was like, I'm ready for this sequel. So of course I've been thinking about what do I want to see in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now this doesn't have to happen. They can do whatever they want. But these are just some suggestions, some things I thought of, 7 specific things that I would like to see in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. And I'm sure you're gonna have some thoughts about what you wanna see in the Sonic sequel. Feel free to put them in the comments. And warning, this of course will have spoilers about the first movie, so there you go. You've been warned. Spoilers ahead. Number 1, Tails. At the end of the first movie, we got to see Tails show up in the real world looking for Sonic. So of course, this could mean that Tails is gonna have a pretty crucial role in the second movie, meeting up with Sonic. Now, what I'm interested about with Tails is I'm curious what his relationship is already to Sonic. Do they have any kind of background history? Because remember, in the first movie, we saw Sonic as a kid running away. We saw him hanging out with that giant owl, but we never saw a Tails, so we don't know if they already know each other or if this may be the first time that Tails is meeting Sonic, but maybe knows of him because of the legend. I'm curious to see what their relationship is, or if we're going to see their friendship grow or created in this movie. I think it'd also be kind of fun if Tails has kind of a bonding friendship with Maddie, Tika Sumpter's character, the wife of Tom. Since Tom and Sonic obviously have their bond, having Tails have a bond with Maddie would be really cool. That would give her a bigger role in the sequel. And of course, we're gonna obviously have the friendship of Sonic and Tails. And depending on what Tails is looking for Sonic for, I'm going to assume it has something to do with maybe back in his world or wherever Tails is, maybe needing some help from Sonic. Then the question could come up, wherever they need to go, could that be where they stay? Will they come back to the real world? This could come to some teary-eyed moments, possibly if there's any separation between Sonic and his new family. Or will they get a bigger family when Tails moves in? Speaking of which, number 2, I would love to see more of Sonic's world in the sequel. We got a glimpse of it at the beginning of the first movie, and it looked so beautiful. It definitely looked like the video game, but just in a theatrical movie version of it. Since in the first movie, Sonic came to our world, maybe it'd be kind of interesting if Tom and Maddie were to go to Sonic's world in the sequel, kind of reverse that. And of course, if Dr. Robotnik's gonna come back, which he will, it seems like that's where he would want to go. If you couldn't stop Sonic in our world, why not stop the world that he came from? I think that would definitely give some more fan service to Sonic fans who maybe want to see more of the video game elements in the movie, and I completely understand that. I know the movie was trying to play a little bit safe because, you know, video game movies, never know what's gonna happen with them. So they probably were like, let's not throw too much game stuff at them, but I think showing more of the game world or the world that Sonic comes from in this would be kind of nice for a sequel. Number 3, I think they need to up the stakes in the sequel. I mean, I understand them wanting to play it a little bit simple, do a classic road trip, something that the mainstream audience will understand in case they're not huge hardcore Sonic fans, but know who Sonic the Hedgehog is. And I think that's what made that first movie work. There's people who may not know who Rouge the Bat is, but know who Sonic is from Sega Genesis, and this was enough to please them to be like, oh, I know Sonic, and this is a cute, fun movie. In the sequel, I think you could still play that route, but I think we definitely need to go up a little more in the action adventure stuff, especially because that third act when Sonic is running around the world and Robotnik's chasing him, that was very action-packed. That was a lot of fun. I think there should be more sequences like that in the sequel, that there is something really big that they have to do that's gonna cause for some more action, but still keeping that heart. Just having a little bit more action, a little bit more comedy, a little bit more of Sonic showing off what we like about Sonic while still bringing that attitude, while still bringing that bonding with him and the human characters. I don't want the human characters to go away, but I just want there to be a little bit more action and danger in this one, because I don't think you can repeat the road trip. I think that that was great for the first movie, but we need to feel like there's an evolution this one, as opposed to just doing the same thing all over again. Okay, big one, number 4. I think we need to see Metal Sonic or Shadow in this movie. So at the end of the first movie, we know that Dr. Robotnik, who seems trapped, still has one of Sonic's quills. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that he's gonna come back. But since he also has one of Sonic's quills, I think it would be interesting if he comes up with the decision that the only way to beat a Speedy Hedgehog is to create another Speedy Hedgehog. So of course, with Robotnik being Robotnik, it would make sense for him to make a robotic version of Sonic to go up against Sonic, which then would lead to, of course, Metal Sonic. Or he could go the full genetic engineering route and go, you know what, I got one of his quills, I am a genius, I'll figure out how to create my own Sonic, but an evil one, and then that's how we could get Shadow the Hedgehog. Or maybe he does both. Maybe he creates the robot first, Metal Sonic, that fails, and then he realizes, oh, a robot version is not gonna work. I gotta have a real deal. And then he genetically engineers a Shadow. But either way, I think having a rival Hedgehog to Sonic in the sequel will be really good. Be really great for the posters. If you have Sonic, Tails, and then either Metal Sonic or Shadow or both, that would make for a sweet poster. Sonic fans would lose their minds. I would lose my mind. I just think it'd be really cool. And it seems like the appropriate type of sequel to do. Hedgehog versus Hedgehog. Again, not saying you have to do this, do whatever plot you want to do, but I just think that that would be a good one to play around with. Just something to think about. 5, I would like to see some more Sonic references in this. They were able to sneak a few of the things in there, but I think they can go a little bit more this time. Maybe even throw just some SEGA references in general in there. And I'm talking about like the stuff like in the background, you know, random quotes or lines or sayings, stuff that people know about Sonic the Hedgehog or about the Sonic franchise. I love that they put Sonic in the first movie. I love that one of the street names was Mega Drive. I was like, okay, so they know how to do it. Even when Sonic got hit, even though he had a bag of rings, every time he would get hit, his rings would fall all over the place. So I thought that was a nice little nod. So they were already doing this. I think that now they could do it even a little bit more. I don't want to get too wacky to the point where it does become super meme material, but I think there are definitely some elements to Sonic that could be fun for some references to put out there. Maybe even throw in a couple of digs to another popular video game character that also had a movie that I recently talked about that I still say I love. Don't at me, bro. But one thing that Sonic the Hedgehog has a lot of that I definitely would like to see more in the movie, for number 6, I would love for them to incorporate some more of Sonic's music into the movie. I loved at the end of the first movie where they had that little do 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 do. I was like, that was really cute. I would love to hear more of that. What's interesting about the Sonic music is if you got the right person to do the score, you can incorporate different songs from Sonic, but do them in a cinematic way. That would be one of those things where if you're just watching the movie and you didn't know that was based off of Sonic music, you would still enjoy the music, but Sonic fans would be like, oh, I know what level that's from. And if there's any way possible to put any of the, you know, the other Sonic music, I'm not saying throw a bunch of it in there, but if you could throw a reference there every now and then, maybe if Sonic is in his room listening to the boombox, you all of a sudden hear some "Follow me, set me free, escape from the city," or if you get someone to do a remix of that song, oh come on man, that would be so awesome. You gotta do that. At least Escape from the City. You at least gotta put that one in there somehow. But yeah, they could take more of the music from the video games and turn that into cinematic remixes they could put as the score in the film. I think that would just add a nice extra oomph to the movie without taking too much away. Like, it's one of those ways you can do fan service without it being so much fan service that it takes away from the film for anyone who's just watching it, just knowing Sonic as that Hedgehog from the Genesis. And that's the whole thing about this movie. It's like, I definitely want to see more Sonic stuff in it. At the same time, I don't want it to go overboard. Like, I know Sonic has a bunch of characters that everyone would like to see, but I'm sorry. Once you get past like Knuckles and Metal and Shadow and then maybe Amy Rose, after a while, you're gonna start getting some Sonic territory that a lot of people are just not gonna know. I'm sorry. I definitely wanna see more of Sonic stuff in the movie, but some stuff is gonna have to just be, hey, that's just in the game. Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, I love that they added Rocksteady and Bebop and Krang and the Technodrome, but I can totally understand someone not really being that familiar with the 80s cartoon to go, what is all this? So I don't want that to happen to Sonic. I think there's enough references you can put in there to enjoy it while not having someone go, what is all this? But my number 7, this one I stand on. This has to happen. If you want me to absolutely love your movie, you have to do this. Number 7, I need a JALEEL White cameo. That just has to happen. We have to have a cameo from JALEEL White. He has to either be a supporting character, a cameo. Hey, if you decide to do Metal Sonic and you need a voice for Metal Sonic, he could be the voice. He already's been Urkelbot, so he can be a metal hedgehog. I just want JALEEL White in this. For so many people, myself included, he was the first voice of Sonic, so it just makes sense that he makes a cameo in the Sonic movie. I think it'd be great. Ben Schwartz is a great Sonic. I want him to stay the voice of Sonic. He's doing wonderful. I don't want any cast changes. I just want to see JALEEL White somewhere in this movie as a nice nod to the Saturday morning cartoon. And if you can get him at any point to go, I need a chili dog, or that's no good, or got some juice. I don't know, just something, just something. And if you want to add other Sonic voice actors as cameos, that's cool. I'll take a Roger Craig Smith showing up in that movie. Whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, I need to see a JALEEL White cameo. That has to happen in Sonic 2. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I'm not launching no change.org campaign or anything, but I'm just saying it needs to happen. But that's it. That's all I want. Seriously though, I really am excited for a Sonic sequel. I really enjoyed the first one. I can't wait to see what the second one has in store. And like I said, I'm just hoping that by 2022, we are back in theaters to be able to go see it. By the way, I actually have a gaming channel, Black Nerd Games. I've been posting new videos on there every single day of me playing video games. Go check out that channel. I should play a Sonic game on there at some point. Which Sonic game should I play on my new gaming channel? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and also thank you so much for being patient because of the things that have happened in the world. I'm trying to get back to normalcy myself, and that includes making videos on a regular basis. So I just appreciate you all being patient and understanding of that, and I will definitely be making more videos here for you as well. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Outie 5000. Put JALEEL White in a Sonic movie sequel. Seriously, do it. Do it. Everybody do the Urkel dance.